G'day everyone, welcome back to another day's worth of raid tournament hits in PuzzleCombat. We are on to day 2 of the 4-star charged attack no yellow tournament. That's my defense team. I discussed it in day 1. There's a link to that video in the description of this video, so check it out if you wish to. But otherwise, we did get a lot of attacks actually. So I ended up finishing yesterday, I think, on a B grade. I think I ended up with 2 wins and, 1 win, 3 losses, so it was an E grade actually. But we've pulled out a couple wins today, and we've moved up to a C grade, which is a lot better than E. So yeah, that's where my defense is at in terms of performance. So let's crack into the attack. So I don't see any reason to change this attack team up, to be honest. We've got double red, variant. One of them is variant paladin, the other one is Grohl. So let's grab the blue match to start off with, and then I might push the yellows to make a purple match to cascade a blue match at the start of the next turn, is what I'm thinking here. We'll go charge control. Oops, I was actually meant to ghost that, but anyway. This works out just as well, because now we get the taunt up, and then we've also gotten my tails out. Alright. Hopefully it was going to hit Grohl there, but we didn't hit him very hard. Alright, let's ghost the greens up the middle, and then we'll go the yellows into the reds, into the purples, into a yellow cascade. Wow. Alright, that was good. Not enough to kill Grohl though, and unfortunately got everyone else charged, so let's go Bridget, and then we go 1-2 with Tori and Makani. Still no dodge, still no proc from Tori of the charge cut. I don't think I've seen that proc once yet this tournament. I've used her a fair bit in these fights. Alright, let's get Grohl up and running again. Hopefully kill Grohl here with these blue tiles, which we did. And then how do we want to play this? I think we just pump everything into Apex, to be honest. And then we'll dump some green tiles. Pick him off, Rarity, seeing as he's a DOA 3 hitter, whereas Kyla is only a sniper. Kayla, sorry. Right, first fight done. Still got all of my heroes, which is a good start. Alright, well, I guess we are going to change our team, because there is no sense in bringing along blue heroes to a green tank. So let's go find some reds. We'll throw in Calamity, Grohl, and what was it? It was Strongbow, Pippaluck. There was no taunt or anything like that. Let's throw Pumpernickel in, and then we're going to speed break all of them. All my reds anyway. All right. So pump is in to enhance my red tiles, which I have almost none of, so that's a good start. Did get some purple tiles, which is nice. I'm going to make the red match so that my purples are a little bit more focused, shall we say. Strongbow is going to fire, not much I can do about that. We're just going to hope that whoever gets hit can survive it. Yep, they can. Right, 1, 2, 3. Would have been good if Pumpernickel had been... Was he fired? Charged, ready to go? I don't know. I didn't think he was, but I might have just missed it. Holden's going to fire. I'm not too worried about Holden. Oh, never mind. Holden doesn't fire. I was going to say I'm not too worried about Holden firing now, because I've got my taunt up. So taunt is really good at stopping DOA 5 hitters from reaching their full effect. So because Grohl's taunt prevents them from targeting anyone other than him, it means that a DOA 5 hitter goes from hitting 5 enemies to hitting 1. Similarly, a DOA 3 hitter goes from hitting 3 enemies to hitting just 1 as well. So let's get rid of Jargle, or at least get rid of his charge, and then we'll go the red tiles onto Pip, and then we'll go Jargle, Pump, followed by Calamity, and that should be just about enough to finish. Nope. Alright, we'll just drop some yellow tiles out here. Sorry, why am I calling them yellow? They are clearly green tiles that I'm manipulating. That's a yellow tile. Charge control Kayla, stop her from getting her full charge off, and finish off once again with the shot from Ox. Cool. Alright, who is next? We've got Ginger with a yellow tank setup. I think we just roll with this. Sorry, a purple tank setup. How are we going to approach this one, I guess? Question is. So I think I'm going to make the blue match because it gives me a match 5 on the green. There's Demonica is likely going, she's likely going to charge here. So my best scenario was just to get as much benefit out of the tiles that I could when she's going to charge anyway. So that was my logic there. Why are you not charged? Dirty bastard. Alright. Well, Demonica's going to charge a second time because Pump wasn't able to be ready in time, and I don't know why. He should be on the same charge speed as the rest of them. Let's get rid of Bridget so that there's no healing coming in. That was, hopefully I'd hoped enough tiles to kill Pump, but alright, let's just take the green tiles because it doesn't really matter if Demonica charges because I have Taunt. Hopefully Pump survives. He does. Excellent. That mischance ailment coming from Pumpernickel is really kicking in some work here. I'd have lost the Taunt ailment now. So let's bring it back before Orochi fires. The next turn, hopefully Pump survives that. Yep, he does. Alright, we'll do that one, and then this one. I'm not too worried about their damage share thing. It's not really going to stop. Oh, that stopped me. Okay, that was annoying. I would have liked Pumpernickel to stick around a bit longer, but not to be. This is going to be a bit of a protracted fight at this point. I really need to start getting some focus charge control on Edge, because while I'm still getting the same amount of damage out off the damage share, it is sort of, because it's spread out, it slows down my rate of kills. So you can see I'm targeting with this damage share up, I'm targeting the enemies with 2. With my DOA 3s. Reason for that is just to try to... Oh, that's running it fine, isn't it? For that is because I'm still... It's not so much a case of the damage share, it's more that because there's 2 of them on that side, I get more benefit out of Calamity's damage. Because she hits 3 enemies, if there's only 1 person versus 2, you get less damage output, really. Right, Grohl is going to fire, he's going to fire once more, but I've still got my Taunt up, so that's not so bad. This should almost kill. Not quite. The 4 red tiles will kill him, though. This is going to be quite a long fight. So, yeah, just hang in there with me. We got rid of the damage share, at least. So now it's just sort of combating the heal from Jargle. So if I can gradually chip away at him and then keep my charge control going through Grohl and Ox, we should be able to close this one out without too much more impact. But I think that's a kill there. Yep. Cool. All right. Lost pump early in that fight, but, you know, we managed to pull it back around. Alright, this is where it gets a bit more nasty, because Rana, as a tank, does counter-attack. So I'm going to switch out and bring Thalia along. Now, Thalia does Dispel. She does an AoE 5 Dispel. But she doesn't need to hit all 5 enemies. In fact, she only hits 1 enemy. The other annoying thing with this defense actually is the presence of Quake. So you've seen how effective I've been using the Taunt ability. So Quake does the same thing, except now he's on the defense team, so that's going to really mess with my plans if I'm not careful. So here we go with Thalia, so we'll do that to get rid of all of the counterattack buffs, and then I'm just going to pop it on the tank, and then we should get our purple. No. Alright, I am going to charge control mostly on Quake at the moment, and the reason for that is just because of his taunt. If I can neutralize the taunt element, then I'm willing to take a little bit of damage in return for that. But if I can keep taunt out of it, it means that later on my special skills are going to be much more targeted. So we'll get rid of all of those buffs that Giles just gave them, and please don't. Oh, just managed to keep him out. How much health does that have? 33, so green will kill. Green does not kill because he revives himself. Alright, well, he's only got 1 health, so we will run the risk that he will revive a second time. Which he didn't, so that's all good. Alright. So let's charge control all of them. And then now, next up, I'm going to go after probably Chase. Chase is the last damage dealer in this team. So we've got the taunt there. That's good. Bridget gave them armor. But this should finish off Chase in a hot second. We'll just dispel all of your buffs, thanks. Alright, next up, I'm going to target Bridget with pretty much all of my damage special skills. And then all of my tiles, I'm just going to send up the middle. The reason for sending up the middle is because they're worth double tiles because they're ghosted. So that's sort of what I'm going to be doing for the next little bit of this fight. We'll go that one. That's a big cascade. Wasn't intending to have such a large cascade, but it works out. This should get rid of that. Yeah, there we go. Cool, good stuff. And at this point, I'm not too worried about Giles firing because there's no damage dealers anymore. And the fact that I'm just continuously targeting Bridget with all of my skills means that the healing is going to be removed from the equation as well. So it just allows me to focus a little bit more, focus my damage a little bit more on the people. I guess what I'm trying to say here is you would have noticed through that fight I was sort of sequentially targeting the heroes that were going to stop me progressing further into the fight more and more. So my first priority was to get rid of the taunt or to keep the taunt away, and that's because taunt would reduce the effectiveness of most of my setup. So taunt would stop Grohl's charge control from going onto all enemies. It would also stop Calamity from being able to target 2 enemies. It would only be on the taunting hero. And it would also stop me from being able to be more focused with Thalia. But it also would stop her from debuffing anyone except the taunt hero. So that was my process there. I started with the taunt, then we moved on to the damage dealer in the form of Chase. And then once the damage dealer was gone, we then were able to pick off the healer, and then finally the last support hero in Giles. Okay, so this one is going to get nasty, and it's going to get nasty real fast. So I am going to... How am I going to approach this one? I think I'm going to switch over to a 4-1 setup, and I think I'm going to go to green. So I'm going to go with a... I'm going to bring in Throttle variant because he does Dispel to all enemies. And then I'm going to go with Strongbow to try to remove the taunt from the equation. And then let's go with... I'm thinking Pipperluck. Alright, let's go with this. Hopefully we get enough green tiles that we can neutralise someone before they get going, but we do not. So this is going to be a nasty, nasty, nasty board. I will take... What am I going to take here? None of these are nice moves because Grohl's going to fire regardless. Alright, so my Grohl now only targets his Grohl. The only upside though is that I do have all of my my protection now in place against his Grohl and also his two edge variants there. Cool. Alright. What do we got next then? I think I'm going to target... let's go left-hand side here. So we'll go Dispel. 1, 2, and 3. And then... Alright, cool. So we got rid of one of the edge variants. This is looking a little bit nicer. It was looking pretty dicey for a second there. Oh, I didn't realise I'd lost my taunt. Okay, well that's going to hurt a bit more. Okay, that's okay. We got taunt again for edge variant, which is fine. And then I can now, I think I'm going to just pick off Demonica with my... Oops, she was meant to go to the right side. That's okay. Cool. So we just got to grab a couple more greenies and then we should be good to finish this one out. Grab the blues into the reds and then we'll go greens this way. Cool. Edge variant 2 done. Cool. This should pretty well be done. I'm not sure why Giles didn't get his charge card. What did I target it with? Strongbow? Did I target with Strongbow? No? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm winning! That's all I know. That's all I need to know. Alright, so that came out alright in the end. The 4-1 greens. And we are now top 1%. How about that? So 5 from 5 again today. So we had, what did we start with? Started with Kratos, Buckslayer, Ginger, Shadow Healer, and Master Killjoy at the end there. That's a good defense. Got a little bit lucky. So yeah, that is my tournament attacks for the day. It is enough to open the chest. Let's do that then. A whole lot of junk and nothing. Cool. Alright, well that's all I got for today. Good luck with your own tournament hits, and hopefully you got a nice war matchup, and good luck with your war hits when you get there. Thank you for joining me. Cheers. Bye.